Okay guys, this is my first video tracking my journey using the Stash Invest app. So what exactly is the Stash Invest app? Well, the Stash Invest app is simply an easy way to invest in stocks, uh, bonds, and balance ETF funds using as little as $5 a month. So the whole thing it works is that, with most brokerage accounts or things like that, if you want to buy stocks, you have to have a lot of money. Some places like Vanguard require you to have like around $3,000 to invest in their index funds. Other brokerages require some account minimums and things like that, and charge you broker commissions. So the reason why you want to use a app like Stash is, number one, they don't charge any commissions. So for example, if you see, I just signed up for this app a couple days ago, and I made two investments so far. I bought PayPal, right? I put $10 into PayPal, and I didn't have to pay any trading commissions. So the nice thing about this app is that you can kind of automate your investing. So let's say you want to buy stock in a company like Apple or Amazon or something like that, but you don't want to have to keep checking the price in the market. You just want to build up a position over time. Well, you could simply automate your investing. So they have an option on here where you can simply send a certain amount of money to your account on a weekly or monthly basis. So what I started out doing is, to test things out, I started sending $10 every week. And what that'll do is every week it'll pull the money automatically from my bank account into my stash account. So this is a really good way to kind of automate investing and not overthink it. You're not really timing the markets, you're kind of investing for the long term. So I also bought Amazon as well. So another thing I really like about this app is the fact that you can do a lot of good research on it as well. So, a lot of people, when they talk about analyzing stocks, they talk about lots of fundamental and technical indicators like moving averages. They talk about price over earnings ratios, price to sales ratios and things like that. One thing I like about this app is that I can quickly look at a key number, which I really like looking at, and that is the annual return since inception. So what this means is that it tells you the annual return of a company since it went public. So for instance, on PayPal, the annual return is 45%. So what happened with PayPal is PayPal used to be owned by eBay, and eBay spun off PayPal because PayPal is so dominant in the digital payments industry that they spun it off as a separate company. And I think PayPal is one of the best companies to get involved with, because digital payments is only going to increase into the future as more in the emerging economies and more people trust transactions online, because believe it or not, still a large amount of Americans, a large amount of people around the world just don't believe in digital transactions, and they're still using cash. So those trends will change. And the nice thing is I can get in and out of the stock commission free. Second thing I like about this is that, of course, you have to only pay $1 per month if you have an account balance under $5,000. And if your balance over $5,000, you only pay 0.25% in the annual fee. So if you have a $5,000 balance, your fee per year would be like $12.50. So it's just a really good, cheap way to invest in some companies. And the thing I like about it is they don't have necessarily every single company on here, right? Because a lot of companies are not really well run, or so the thing I like about this app is that it kind of limits your choices. So you've only got basically sound companies on here. You've got Alphabet, which owns Google, Amazon, Apple, AT&T, Bank of America, BP, Caterpillar, Cisco, Costco, CVS. So as you can see, they have well-trusted brands on here. So there aren't any over-the-counter stocks, which are kind of risky because they don't produce a annual filing for the SEC. So all of these companies are publicly traded either on the NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange, and their brands, Domino's Pizza, eBay, Electronic Arts, which makes a video game. So you're not really investing in these high-risk companies. These are well-established companies, and people use their products and services every day. So that's it for now, guys. I really, really like this app. And what you can do is, if you sign up under the link in the description box, my referral link, we both get $5. So I get $5 and you get $5. And I really, really like this app. I mean, you only need $5 to get started. And it's just an awesome way to kind of build up the habit of investing. And this is a brand, this company's only been around for a couple years. This whole kind of app investing, where apps like this, there's another one called Robinhood, and there's another one called Acorn, where you can trade and buy stocks, and also they have ETFs as well. They have ETFs, so I'll quickly talk about the ETFs. So for instance, let's say you wanted to invest in the growing cannabis industry. In places like Canada, they've legalized marijuana, and they're legalizing it in America as well, and also trying to do it in Mexico. So basically all of North America in the future will have legal marijuana. You can invest in these companies, and the performance so far, 18% since inception. So, you don't just have to buy individual stocks. You can also buy ETF funds, and some of these funds, they do charge an expense ratio. So most of the expense ratios are under 1%. So they have another one I like, In Transit. It's very good. 8%, a little bit more conservative, but companies like FedEx, Norfolk Southern, we need mail, we need trucks and railroads. So these are all pretty sound investments. So guys, that's it for the wrap. And I'm going to be making regular videos, recording my journey using the Stash app. So be sure to subscribe to my channel and sign up for Stash using my referral link. And until next time, take care.